6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Through Black and White Eyes for the Geordies v. the Mackems. It's been a hard weekend for both teams, hasn't it? Please like, share, subscribe, hype, promote. You know the crack, guys, by now. Please keep comments respectful, especially on a show like this. This is a partnership that we do with the old enemy. And we like to have a bit of banter between each other, but we don't take it as far as what some might do. So let's keep it sensible as always, please. So evening peeps from Devon, the Mackem, who's in the background waiting to come on. Yep, bad set of results. Harry, great to see you in the chat again. Stay away from that donation button tonight, pal. You did so many donations the other night, which we are so very, very thankful of. So just watch this one and enjoy it, mate. And thank you again. Scotty's in the house waiting to come on as well. Dan might be running a little bit late because he thinks moonlighting on another channel is better than being on this one for some reason. I'll have a word with him when I get a chance. And then, hey, Mackem Cabbie's finally made it. In Tunnel Les, it should probably is. Evening. Everyone with fat fingers, please be careful what you type tonight and make sure you proofread before posting. I like it. Gary broke Walter Mod is signing live on the show. He did. Just you wait, Baz. And honestly, pal, please, just we always ask anyone if you can afford to donate, do it. It does go to charity and help run the channel. I just want you to enjoy listening, mate, and I hope your dad's okay as well, pal. Right, I'll bring Scotty in first. How we doing? And you're on mute.
Oh, evening all. Well, you're looking a bit better tonight, my mate. You don't look as rough.
Yeah, I'm tired now. I'm in the tired stage.
Oh.
Let's bring Rob in. How are we doing?
Good evening, gentle peeps. How the devil? Still in Devon. Still in Devon. Probably for another 2 weeks.
Oh no.
We should exchange contracts on Wednesday at the latest.
That's good though, because that was a bit better than the last time we spoke. Because you were a bit worried.
Well, yeah, it took them all of 2 days to sort the problem out instead of the several weeks they were talking about. Well, so hopefully, touch wood, we should be moving back to the northeast on the 25th.
Love it. Oh, 25th, 27th.
Yeah, I'm going to be up to the eyeballs in boxers.
I don't care. This is your chance to get out of the house and have a drink.
That's true, mate.
You did tell us Brentford would win, but I didn't want to believe it. But these things happen, and let's bring Mackem Cabbie in. How are we doing?
Morning, all. You okay?
Very good. I wish it
was.
That's a forecast for tomorrow.
Yeah. I like it. I'm miles behind. Oh, we must be watching the football. Right. Where do you want to start, guys? Because, I mean, it wasn't exactly the fantastic weekend. This is the show we're doing, obviously, guys. Geordies v. Mackems. It's the two channels combining together. Mackem Cabbie's channel is fantastic. The link is in the description at the very top. So go and subscribe to his channel because we will be over there next week. But this is what we like to do, have a bit of banter about the weekend and what's coming up, because we've got games coming thick and fast for both teams now. I'll start with you guys. Come on, Cabbie, what was your thoughts on the result? I mean, you weren't expecting anything, were you? Was it more hopeful when you went down there?
Is that me or to Rob?
To you, Cabbie. You're the only one called Cabbie.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Cabby. Sorry about that. It was what I was expecting. I was pleased the way we performed. I think it took me about 40 minutes for Arsenal to get their first goal. Might have been a different story if Broby put his chance away earlier on. But I thought, for one of Europe's best teams and the Premier League best team and the best defence as well, I thought we played superbly well. We would just give the ball away cheaply deep in our own half when we wanted to clear our lines. And against the best, you're going to get punished. And the simple thing is, punished we got against the best. So you can't really complain, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to our game. You give the ball away in silly areas and you get punished. Rob, your thoughts on your result?
Exactly the same. Two bad mistakes at the back that led to the first 2 goals. And to be fair, that goal, their first goal, was an absolute screamer. I mean, that shot was, I don't think any keeper in any league would have stopped that in off the post. Absolutely superb. But the defence stood off and gave him the room to have the shot. Impressed with Gyökeres, his first goal, because he was falling over backwards when he hit it. So that was a good goal. And we were then pushing forward, leaving gaps at the back for them to exploit. So, yeah. But generally, I was reasonably pleased with the performance. We didn't embarrass ourselves, put it that way. So, yeah.
No, good. I mean, any result when you don't get embarrassed at Arsenal is quite a good result. Same when you go to City and you don't get hammered. There was one incident in the game. I think it was when Gyökeres scored. Was that the one where he tapped it in and then the Sunderland player took him out after the ball went in?
Yes. Yeah, that was his first goal, I think.
How many times have you seen players getting away with challenges like that?
Yeah,
and it's us as well. Don't get me wrong. Shaw on Foden. I don't know if you remember that one against Man City when Foden got his shot off and Shaw went through him afterwards. But because he got his shot off, it didn't class as a foul. I mean, some of the tackles that have been put in last ditch like that, when it's needless, it's really bad, isn't it? I mean, they could have really hurt him.
Yeah, it wasn't a good challenge. I just don't think the ref saw it, to be honest.
Should have seen it. It was right in open goal. You would have thought so, wouldn't you? It's a great question there from Wallace, and it's one that I warn every team that comes up and I speak to their fans. Are you worried about second season syndrome, or do you think your owners and manager are too astute to be worried about that maybe next? I know it's very early to start talking about it, but you're safe. There's no way you're going down. So I guess the planning starts already for next season.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think the way the club operates, it's probably expected that we'll lose some of the players that have done really well this season. I hope we don't get me wrong, but the way the club operates, if you pay 12 million quid for a keeper and you sell him for 50 mil, then what you're going to do, you're going to sell him for 50 mil, then you can buy another keeper, an up and coming keeper, which we already have done, just in case. And it's the same with
got to be careful with that though, because keepers are hard to come by. Very good goalkeepers are very hard to come by. We found that out.
Totally agree. But the end of the day, it's the way the club operate, and they'll already be lining up who they want to bring in, because they're not going to go for the big names. They're going to go for the youngsters, bring them in, blood them, get them some experience, get them recognised, and then sell them on. I mean, it's the way we have to operate.
I get that. I do get it. I just think when you've got such a good goalkeeper, you want to hang on to him. But like when you had Pickford, you didn't really want to lose him, but you had to, because obviously you went down and you went to Everton. But losing another top quality goalkeeper, I think that could be very dangerous.
Yeah, well, the young lad we've just brought in, he is it Elborg or something like that. He's actually a very, very highly rated keeper, a Swedish lad.
Yeah.
So
We need to find a keeper, Bazza.
We do, yeah.
We need to find a good one. Hey, Sunderland's got one. I wonder if we can put a bid in.
Yeah.
you
I
couldn't
mean, I was
afford it,
thinking we.
Bid in for unsettle him, bring him over.
We can afford anyone. Remember,
Well,
we're going to be
exactly.
selling. We're going to be selling half our squad according to our fan base, so we're going to have a ton of money to spend.
Yeah. Money talks, boys. Money talks.
Do you just want Wisser? See, this is the thing, right? And I know Wisser hasn't hit the ground running like we wanted him to, but he's coming back from a serious knee injury, right? He doesn't look his slim, streamlined, fit Wisser because he's probably been eating all the pies after he got his move of his new contract. It's going to take him. I reckon we won't see the best of him till next season.
I think it'll be deadly next season.
I honestly think people taking the mick out of him now is a bad idea because I think he'll come back with a vengeance. I really do. There's a couple of more questions for you here, which is another good one. Rob, Mackem Cabby, do you know what the club's turnover per season is?
Oh,
I personally don't.
No.
Not that I've not really got much of an interest of looking into that.
Oh, it's interesting stuff, though, isn't it?
It is interesting stuff. It's just I've not really looked into it. Rob's usually good with all the stats and that. Don't usually come up with it coming up to April what our annually turnover's been and stuff. That's when it comes out, isn't it?
Our recorded turnover last financial year ending.
Last financial year,
31st of July 24 was 38.2 mil. But remember, that was in the championship.
Yeah.
This year, it's going to have to be much, much higher. I mean, basically, your sort of money from telly dwarfs that 38 mil. It's something like, is it 60 million quid a club?
Something
like
that.
that.
So, there's a lot of money to come in. It's just your wages are going to start going up. There's more fees. Then you've got to think about the SCR that's going to be coming in, squad cost rotation.
I know Granite Xhaka's the highest earner, isn't he? Is he on about something like 120, 110 grand a week or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Right.
But some of the other lads
as well.
I think the lads like Mukiele, who we got from PSG, he's only on 50 grand a week, which is a pittance for international footballer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good shout, to be fair. The other one for, would you sign Joe Bellingham back if he wanted to come back to the Premier League?
I wouldn't.
No. He's don't need him.
I haven't hardly heard anything of him.
He didn't do much in the championship, did he, Rob?
He didn't. We always seemed to perform well when he was on the field, but he never actually seemed to do a great deal.
But he was better than Bruno, according to most of your fans.
He might have been better than Bruno, but remember, I think that was at the time that Bruno was under his 10-month ban for gambling, wasn't it?
No, that's Tonali, mate. That's Tonali.
Bruno Brooks more like it.
Sorry, Guimaraes. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Now he was all right, but he didn't set the world alight. He wasn't his brother.
No, I mean even his brother's struggling a little bit.
His brother's struggling now, isn't he? I mean, his England place is at risk.
Yep.
Well, last Euros, his brother didn't really do much apart from that overhead kick in the last minute against, was it Switzerland or something?
Something like that. Yeah, I remember that. I guess Sunderland are going to have to start increasing revenue like us. So it doesn't go far in the Premier League. Yeah. I mean, there's lots both clubs need to do when it comes to that. I don't really want to talk about our game again, but we're going to have to, aren't we? I mean, Jesus Christ. I missed some of it because I was too drunk. I literally, when the first, I walked into the club after work, right, where we're having this party, and there was one of the lads went, "There's a TV next door." So I went, "All right then." So I thought, try to watch it on my phone. It was glitching. So I went, "Right, I'm going to go and watch it." I walked in. They scored. I walked straight back out again. I was like, "I'm not watching that, right? Not tonight. I need to get drunk." Baz used to do one live stream about Gateshead. No, I live in York, mate. There's no point in me talking about Gateshead. Maybe about York City, because they're flying at the moment. But Scott, you have to sell a big player, players this summer. Who would you let go? Oh, Jesus.
Mine's easy.
You put Tonali. I mean, if you watched the show last night, we had Elton Wellesbury on. Obviously, a legend of ITV.
Is that the presenter?
Yeah.
God, he looked different on the photo, didn't he?
Well, he is old.
Yeah, look, just
a lot older now.
Absolutely, just unrecognisable.
He's still a legend, and he basically told us he knows Tonali's agent, and there's a very good chance he's off in the summer because his missus is homesick. So, and they've just had a ban. It's a tough one. So all these rumours to Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United, they might as well all get in the bin, because if he's going to leave, he's going to go back to Italy.
Yeah.
No point. Trippier's contract's nearly ran out. We're going to get no money for Trippier, and I wouldn't class him as a star either. We're talking like a Tonali, a Bruno, a Lewis Hall, a Gordon, someone like that. So
it would be devastating to lose Louis Hall. That would be criminal.
I agree.
He's probably can't lose right now because he's the only one doing anything.
Absolutely. Right, let's talk about our game. So obviously we lost again. It's becoming a bit of a running thing. So Bruno obviously delighted to be back after his injury, but obviously he knows the performance wasn't good enough. I mean, the defending wasn't good enough. The performance going forward wasn't actually that bad.
No.
But yeah, I'm frustrated, Scott. Because it looked like these were the only two who really cared on the night.
Do you know what it is? I'm frustrated. I'm realistic of where we are in this season. We've said many times it's a rebuild season, blah, 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 blah. Eddie Howe's come out and shielded the players by using himself as a decent manager would. He'll get it right. And I know we keep sitting there saying he'll get it right, he will. And when he does, he'll take names and that's it. We'll just start battering people again. I honestly think hopefully March will be an upturn. He needs an upturn in March because we've got these lot again and they can't walk to St James's Park and walk away with a point or 3 because that will be.
No, I agree.
It'll be absolutely. There'll be more than horses getting punched, I tell you. It'll be freaking horrific.
You mentioned that, Scott.
Hey, because I've got there before you. I've got there before you. No.
Do you think he'll still be there in March?
Yes.
I was just. He doesn't sound confident himself. The interview he did with the BBC, where he says, the performance wasn't good, but
if you listen to him today, he was more resilient today.
Right.
He was a lot more resilient today. He was a lot more focused. I hate them being interviewed straight after the game because emotions are high. He doesn't know what to say. He's fed up. He's tired. He just wanted out of there, really.
Yeah.
He was a lot more resilient today. He'll definitely be there in March. Don't worry.
Right.
Oh, 100% he will be.
You'll see him in March.
And if we don't see him in March, I'll be very shocked because
I'll be quite happy for him to still be there in March.
Well, I mean, it's a. We'll come to Harry's question later because we'll stick with Howe. Looking at the situation that we're in, the run we've been on, but then looking back at the last 3 years of what Eddie Howe's done.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of Newcastle fans at the moment online, because they're not really those in the ground, but those online are overreacting, or do you think they have a right to be sort of? Because it's either you're how in or you're how out. There doesn't seem to be any middle ground, and a lot of them are calling for Howe's head. When I think they really
some of them need to find middle ground because the thing is, at the end of the day, we can go through a rough patch. We do, every team goes through a rough patch. Pep's gone through a blip. Slot's gone through a blip. Do you know what I mean? Like they all go through it. You've got to stick with him. If the Sunderland manager goes through a blip, do you start calling for his head after the season he's had?
They did last year. They did last year. The last 5 games of the season. The last 5 games that we lost.
And then look what he went and done. He got you back to the Premier League, and then look at the season you've had now. So let's say you start next season poorly. Do you start calling for his head after what he's done this season?
I'm sure there'll be some of the fans would.
I mean, we've got I call them post takeover fans. I think they're the worst. And I know Baz says they're not all post takeover fans, but some of us just need to realise what Newcastle's gone through. And it's not an excuse. We had nobody at the top. The transfer window was an utter farce, and the season was the writing was all over the wall before we didn't kick the ball.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the things. I mean, Newcastle had a bad transfer window. It wasn't a case. It wasn't a case of them not trying to get players. It's just the players didn't want to come. You know, they'd rather go to Manchester, Liverpool, or London than come up to the northeast. And I think that it's always been a bit of an issue for the clubs up in the northeast, whether it's ourselves, the Smoggies, Newcastle, that we struggle to attract the players because we don't have the trappings that go with being in places like Manchester or London. You know, it's.
I think sometimes it's just that they can put an extra 0 on the pay packet that we can't do at the minute.
Yeah, well, there is that to it.
I think, didn't we get Ekatike? Wasn't the bid accepted? And then Liverpool put a lower bid in, but they put more money towards his wages. So he go, well, sod it, I'm going there. You know, like this is the problem we've got. It's not all about transfer fees, because transfer fees, we can sort of hold our own at the minute, but it's when it comes to wages and stuff, that's where we fall and foul.
Yeah.
And we always will until we get cash flow problems are sorted. Sounds weird saying we've got cash flow problems when we're got from the richest owners in the world, but we're not the richest football club in the world. So this is where the problem is. So it is pretty frustrating. But I mean, Cabby, would you find it weird if Eddie Howe left Newcastle, just walked away or got sacked at this point of the season?
Really weird. But that's all I've heard on Talk Sport today. Simon Jordan and Mr. White and co. Every single section of shows in Talk Sport from morning until me finishing. There's been a section talking about Eddie Howe, and it's pendulum slightly swinging to the Eddie Howe out brigade, and I think it would be crackers, to be quite honest with you. I mean, you're going to have to keep going back to the trophy. You know, let's just face what he did for you.
It's not even a year, and it's nearly a year. But there we go.
The only thing is, though, as well, what people are forgetting is Eddie walks away from Newcastle. There's a bloody good chance he walks in the England job, so they're still going to see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Premier League isn't. It's you haven't got a given right to just every team going to lay down in front of you and say, there you go, there's your 3 points. You're going to sail to the top 3. It don't work like that. It's a really difficult. It's not the most difficult leagues in the world. You know, I think, you know, being in the Premier League is an achievement in itself. The way things are at the minute.
100%.
Yeah, totally agree.
Anybody can beat anybody. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. It's not a given league like La Liga or, you know, that Farmers League or Bundesliga.
Apart from the 1-3, I mean, there's you know, Wolves and Burnley are really finding it hard. But other than that, everybody else has got a chance of beating anyone.
How long has he been with you now, Eddie Howe? How long has he been a manager?
4 years.
3.5. It's a 3.5. Hello, Dan.
Hey, no, we celebrated in October. Yeah, in October it was his 4th anniversary. Yeah. So we're starting the 5th year. Cheers, lads. How are you?
Enjoy the Super Bowl, Dan?
I didn't watch it. I didn't care, but the team that I thought was going to win is the winner. So, you know, there you go.
4.5, yeah. So we've had 4 full seasons and a half with Eddie Howe. 2 Champions League campaigns, 2 finals, 1 cup. It just makes you think, why are
And
people...
he saved us from certain relegation in that half a season.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was the great escape.
2 seconds.
I mean, it was, it wasn't just the great escape, it was the greatest escape. And nobody's ever done that in the Premier League before. So for him to do that when he did it was absolutely insane.
That was probably his best moment, apart from the Champions League. That he probably saved the club from God knows what, because they were going down.
I mean, we probably would have gone straight back up again, but who knows? The Championship is one of the hardest leagues to get out of.
And if they had come in and stuck with Bruce through the rest of the season, we definitely would have gone down, 1. And 2, there was no guarantee that we would have come up. And there was also every chance that Eddie Howe would have taken a position somewhere else. So, I am absolutely, I just said this I was over on Harry's channel, on Harry Scarfy's channel, on the Spurs channel, doing a preview. I am firmly in the Eddie in camp. So he's got the job until he doesn't want to do it anymore, or until the board decides that it's time. But I think he's still got plenty of credit in the bank. And I know that we've said that over and over and over again this season, but the fact remains, given what he's accomplished in 4 years and given what he suffered this last summer, and I'm going to say it over and over again, he suffered this last summer. He didn't get the holiday away that he expected to have. He got screwed over by the front office. He got screwed over by arguably his best player. Then got screwed over by spending $55 million on Vissa and then losing him for 4 months. I mean, it's been a hell of a campaign. The fact that we're still in the FA Cup, still in the playoff situation to get into the round of 16 in the Champions League, and are firmly mid-table, 10 points from 5th, 10 points from the relegation zone. And we made it to the semi-final of against Man City. I mean, of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I think we've had a pretty good season, given the results that we've had. I mean, I just watching the Spurs thing, Baz. We were going down the records of Spurs versus Newcastle this season. They're almost identical.
Oh, they're having a bad season.
We have won 2 games where they have drawn. We have the same number of losses. We have the same number of goals scored. We have the same number of clean sheets. The only thing that we're doing much, much better than Spurs is XG. And I hate it because I can't understand it. But ours is 37.41 and theirs is 23 point something. So we're creating more chances, but we're not putting them away. They're putting away, but not creating enough chances. So, this should make for an interesting game tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting.
What time to kick off?
7:30
or half 7.
Ridiculous time to have a kickoff.
I mean, 7:30.
Luckily,
I was on Wednesday. It's 8:15.
Right.
Is that to give the punters a reasonable chance of getting home?
Ooh, Borough beating Sheffield United. No, it's basically to make sure they can get as many eyes on the next game between West Ham and Man United as well, because that's on a 8:15. Bit like your game on Wednesday. There's games on at 7:30, then yours is on at 8:15. So you can watch the first half of one game and then start watching another game, or catch the second half of the last game. So it's all about getting views in it and stuff like that.
It's also TNT, like to show them at odd times.
Yeah,
so
that's true. It's very interesting what we say. We're obviously saying that even though Eddie Howe is being touted as he needs to go, we're not. We've just reeled off all the stuff that we've achieved so far this season. If you guys had achieved what we achieved, how would you deem the season for yourselves?
Extremely successful.
So
semi-final of a domestic cup, just about guaranteed qualification into the last 16 of the Champions League.
Yeah,
you're not going to get relegated. admittedly, you're probably going to struggle to get into Europe. But like you said, it's only 3 wins. 3 wins is going to put you right up there.
Problem is, maybe we can't buy one at the minute.
Oh, you've had so many injuries as well, though. And I mean, what you said about Wissa, we had the same with Diarra, our record signing. Played 3 games, got himself injured, didn't play again until December.
Yeah. Would you count winning silverware at a playoff final by winning it classed as winning silverware?
No.
Yeah.
Or a domestic trophy or something like that? Would you class that? Because it is silverware. You're lifting silverware that you're saying that you would do in an FA Cup or...
Do you get to lift a cup when you finish second?
Do you get, sorry?
Do you get to lift a cup when you finish second and go up automatically?
No, I don't think you do, no.
So then why would you class being in the playoffs, which is worse than finishing second in a league, just because you then finish technically third, you lift a little bit of trophy to get into the Premier League?
Because you get far more money from winning the playoffs than you do.
Yeah, but that's money, though.
That's getting promoted. It's literally, I mean, it's the most financially... what's the word I'm looking for here? Lucrative.
It's a lucrative game
on the planet.
But it's not a trophy, though, because you have to finish third, fourth, fifth, or sixth to be in it.
True.
To then win a couple of games to then get yourself into the Premier League. Well, there's 2 teams who are automatically going up. One gets to lift a trophy and the team in second doesn't. I would never class that as a trophy.
No.
Ever.
But you do actually get a trophy, though. You do actually get a trophy.
You do, but you wouldn't class.
Would you class it? Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's like winning the Intertoto Cup.
Yeah.
Or winning the Cellar Cup.
Do you think it would look odd if they scrapped the trophies at the playoff finals and just say, well, look, as you've said, it's like you're getting a trophy for finishing 5th or 6th and getting promoted. You know what I mean? Not even have a medal, just to say, like, you know, shake hands, you've been promoted next match.
That's how it should be. Personally, yeah.
I agree. You don't need
it. Put it on a pedestal, don't they? The playoff finals, and they put this huge thing together. Like
that's
this is
that's like us beating Quebec twice and then getting the going through.
Yeah. So would you class us winning the championship as a bigger trophy than you guys going to Wembley and finishing third and then getting a trophy?
You winning the championship?
We won the championship. Remember when we came up last time?
Absolutely not. As far as trophies are concerned, but lucrative. It's, as Rob said, it's one of the richest prizes you can get in football in the league. But
finishing first and winning the whole thing is better than finishing third, fourth, fifth, or sixth and winning a little trophy because you got to Wembley. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather win the league and go up straight away than go through the playoffs. And I would class the championship trophy much more lucrative than winning a playoff at Wembley.
It is exciting when you do it, though.
It is. Don't get me wrong, for the excitement factor, for getting a trip out to Wembley. But if you were to rank the trophies, winning the championship will be a higher trophy than winning a playoff trophy.
Oh God, yeah.
Because you've won, and that was my question to you. Would you class the championship trophy a higher accolade than winning the playoff trophy?
Nothing can top being champions.
Well,
Nothing.
There you go. So we've done that as well. And you haven't. Yeah. Recently. Sorry, I just want to be a bit of a dick and just point that out. Because it is, I mean, don't get me wrong, the playoffs is fun to watch as a neutral. For a team like, so I'll give you an example, non-league football, only one team goes up automatically. Yeah. The next 4 teams have got to fight it out to get into the Football League, which I think is absolutely atrocious. At the moment, Rochdale are top of the league, York City is second. And York City by far are the best team in that league. And they were last season. And then any other season, they would have won with the points that they got when they finished second. And they didn't go up because they went into the playoffs and got beat. That's the teams that I feel sorry for. The teams who deserve to go up, but they don't.
Yeah.
There was always that thing, wasn't there, whenever you were in the playoffs, if you finished third, you used to never win.
It's virtually nearly the same thing now. It's crazy.
Why does
Excellent.
someone in Newcastle say, how are the lads? Because it's a word mixed together, isn't it?
Colloquial, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a
Yep.
shorter version of it, of saying, come on the boys, come on the
Yeah.
lads. It's like, it's quicker. How are you? It's like,
Would it not sound better in a chant though? If 50,000 fans just shouted, "Come on the boys, rather than "How are the lads?" No.
First of all, I don't want it. First of all, I don't want anybody saying "Come on, the boys." So
Exactly.
that's just wrong.
That's what I was thinking
Let's
straight
not
away.
go there. Let's not go there.
No.
I was thinking the same, but you can't say things like that. Anyway, there's a good question for you guys here. For the Manx, if you could, the Mackem, sorry, if you could sign, I'm guessing that means sign, not sing, anyone, who would it be and why? So who would you buy to strengthen your first 11?
Anyone. Sky's the limit, lads.
Sky's the limit. There's no SCR. Who would you sign?
A proven goal scorer.
Any particular
Somebody who can
name?
bang in 20 goals a season. Haaland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you have Harry?
Go on.
Would you have Harry Kane back if
No,
he
he's
made
too
a? If he came,
He's too old
But
for
you-
Sunderland. He's over 30, so we've only got one of them. We're only allowed one of them in the team.
and that's Xhaka this season, right?
Yep, correct.
I was going to say, there's guaranteed 20 goals right there. That would happen,
And he's probably got about 3 years left.
and you would absolutely love it if he was the one who beat Alan Shearer's record as a Mackem.
You're absolutely 100% right there, Dan.
You have to bring that up, didn't you, Dan?
I'm being a realist, Baz.
You're setting
I was
them
just
up.
saying.
You're setting them up.
There's no chance that Harry Kane is coming to Sunderland. I'm just saying. And like Rob just said, there's no way they'd sign him because he's too old. So there you are.
Yeah.
The longer
I
he
know.
stays in Germany, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Would you let him come to Newcastle and break the record?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
No.
Oh,
No.
yes, I love this.
Yeah. 100% yes.
His idol's Alan Shearer. So if he was to do it in black and white, in the number 9,
He could fire us into the top 4 for 2 years.
we don't want to see Shearer's record broke, though, do we?
I don't. That's the reason.
I get it. but
He's allowed to be one
What's
behind
best
him.
for the club? What is best for the
What's
club?
best for the club?
And Shearer would say the same thing.
Yeah.
If Harry Kane guaranteed you 25, 30 goals, maybe a trophy in there, Alan Shearer would take that all day long.
That's true.
I think
He
there's
would
only
take
one
it.
man coming close to Shearer, and that's Haaland now. If he
I-
stays in the
I
league.
don't think Haaland will stay in the league long enough. I think he'll go to Spain or
Probably
somewhere
not.
like
I
that.
think that's the only thing that'll stop it, though.
I'm wondering if he's getting bored being at City. I know it's a completely different topic, but they're not playing a game to suit him.
No.
He didn't look bored the other night.
Yeah, because
He was ecstatic. He was ecstatic to score that goal.
He scored a penalty.
I
I mean, I would be as well, to be fair.
My
But again-
missus has long held that the penalties shouldn't even count, because she believes that if someone earns the penalty, that person who earned the penalty should take the penalty.
That's
The
like
whole
going back to
designated
school, innit?
penalty take.
I like that.
The designated penalty taker is just a bunch of BS, she thinks. So
Oh, could you imagine though, like one of your worst players goes down in the box and wins a penalty, he's got to step up and take it. You'd be thinking,
yeah,
right.
I know. I know.
We had that last season, guys with Isidore. He couldn't hit a bloody penalty in the net if he tried. In fact, he tried twice in the game against Burnley. and missed
Oh,
both.
that's a good question.
I remember that. Against Trafford, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
There's
a good
great
question, Lewis. It's a great question.
Yeah, if the player got seriously injured and couldn't take it, who would take it?
Well, so like in U.S.
Goalkeeper.
baseball, you have a designated hitter, So, someone who has to come in and take it because of an injury or something like that. So, yeah, you have a designated PK taker, but only in the event of an injury. So, if it was up to me, we'd get rid of VAR, we'd get rid of PGMOL, we'd get rid of all the different acronyms and just play the game like it's supposed to be. And we get rid of nets. We just have 2 jackets on the touchline, and that would be the goal. So, I mean, because that's the way we played. So,
been there, seen that, done that, lads.
Yeah. Snap.
Back in my day, that's the way we played the game, and we liked it.
Yeah, I remember we used to get like the big long bags. They used to have to be at the base of the post because if it hit the bag, it would normally go in off it. The bigger the bag, the better for the goalpost. Definitely. Did Bruno take the pen? Yes, he did take the pen, and I don't know. There's rumours that Voltameda was not happy about it.
There is room. I was going to bring this up. Do you think Bruno just did it to take the pressure off him?
I think he did it because he was captain and he felt there was a pressure moment and he wanted to be the man who put it away. Yet
again, I think he thought, if I miss it, I miss it. If I bury it, I bury it. Like, I think he did him a favour.
Potentially.
I like Bruno for that as a captain. If there's a pressure moment, high pressure moment that something can go badly wrong, he'll just go, right, that's it. I'll take it on me.
Yeah.
I like that. Very captain-like.
Yep. Well, no, and like you said, he puts the pressure on himself.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go in, it's because he did it. Voltamata could easily have just put it over the crossbar. We've seen that too. So,
and I think
unfortunately he didn't do that at the Stadium Light, but it's just the way that goes.
No, he did. He did. That's the thing. He did, Dan.
No, he didn't put it over the crossbar. That's what I was saying.
Do you not think, though, that he did that to keep... Because if Voltamata misses it yet again, that kid's going to feel like it yet again. Do you know what I mean?
He would have wanted the pitch to open up and swallow him whole.
He's under enough scrutiny at the minute, that lad. He's had enough this season.
Fair enough.
Would agree.
Hey Baz, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
I agree with user Gary about the goalposts. That invisible crossbar that you used to always get the ball
lower and lower and lower, didn't it?
In your opinion, but the goalie always said it was over the bar. So
yeah. Murder ball. I don't know what that one was. The penalty was a harsh. I thought it was because his arm was in a natural position. But however, the rules were pointed out to me that if the ball strikes the arm and it's going in and there's no one else in the way to stop it, that's why it's given as a penalty. So there we go. If Baz and Scotty and the 2 Max. I'm lost a little bit there, Harry. Not that I remember going, maybe we called it something else. I can't remember murder ball. I remember we played Wembley singles and Wembley doubles.
Wembley singles too.
Yeah, that's how we played it.
Yeah.
Who would win? Oh, on the screen. I mean, we're a bit younger, so I think we would win. Plus, you'll find out in August, hopefully.
I'll have to get my Zimmer frame out, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That sounds like Takeshi's Castle.
It
sounds like Takeshi's Castle, doesn't it? You run along and the fists come out the wall.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, last goal wins. It was always that, especially if you were getting absolutely pounded. You literally shouted in the last 2 minutes, next goal's the winner. If you win our next 25 games, would you disown the How Out fans? I've disowned them already.
Well, this is it. Yeah, they just don't exist, did he?
No, I've given up with them. Right, questions for you guys. I'm being a dick again. You're gonna hate me.
Thanks, Baz.
No problem. Since you're according to some of your online fans, the biggest club in the Northeast, which is a fair shout at the moment since you're ahead of us in the league. Can you tell me how many times Sunderland have competed in the Champions League?
Never.
Exactly.
Oh.
Back in your box.
Back in our boxes, Rob.
Back in your boxes.
Yeah.
But the real question.
Well, Rob's got plenty of them lying around at the minute.
Yes, he does.
He does. We're not getting European football. No, we're probably not, to be honest with you, but we'll see because we could win the Champions League yet. Probably your greatest striker in the modern era, Kevin Phillips.
Yep.
How many appearances for Sunderland and how many goals?
I think he scored 143 goals and he appeared 180 times or something like that.
Close.
I'm going to say 139 goals. What appearance did you say, Rob?
I think it was 180 games.
I'm going to go for about 196.
All right. Well, according to Wikipedia, 1997 to 2003, 208 appearances, 113 goals.
Yeah, close. There was a lot of goals.
Roundabout.
It was a good effort.
Last English player to win the Golden Boot.
Yes. Yes, you're right, because then Thierry Henry started winning it every bloody year, didn't he?
Yep.
Good season, that one at Rob.
It was a cracking season. Cracking season.
That was the booted long to Niall Quinn, heads it down. Kevin Phillips was bringing it in from 30 yards. It worked all the time, didn't
One of the best games, wasn't it, when we were 4-0 up against Chelsea in the first 20 minutes and they thumped us 4-0 first game of the season down Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. And I still remember, it's a guy's now a BBC commentator. He used to be the Radio Newcastle guy that covered the Sunderland games. I cannot remember his name.
John Murray?
No. Live on air, after our fourth goal went in, he turned around and he, on air, said, and Sunderland have written Chelsea a new arsehole.
Sounds about right, to be fair.
He's winning.
Absolutely brilliant.
Borough
now.
Top of the championship then.
I mean, they were crazy odds to beat Sheffield United tonight. Crazy odds.
That lad's going to get the sack if he doesn't get the automatic top two because they were centuries ahead.
Yeah.
Way out on their own. That would be nuts if they don't go up in the top two, Coventry.
It's a bugger having to share an office chair with a dog that's bigger than you. He's taken to jumping in the chair whenever I walk away from it.
I love it. What's this news on Harry Wilson then? Obviously, he's a player who's been touted to go to some big clubs next in the summer. We've had our name mentioned with him. I'm not 100% sure why. I'm not a massive fan of him personally, but would you guys be happy if you signed him?
I think so. I mean, I reckon he's going to be available on a free by the end of the season because obviously he's getting on a bit, isn't he? He's currently with Fulham. He's come through the Liverpool Academy. I think 74 games for Wales. His country, so he's a decent player. I wouldn't say no. Maybe you could stretch getting a season out of him, but I think he's a good player.
Yeah, he's all right. I wouldn't put him in a top 6 team though.
Is the better out there? Possibly.
What's the dog called, Rob? I forgot.
Yeah, it's Bounty. And the question I had for Harry earlier was on his profile picture, is that an old English sheepdog he's got lying on the floor?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It does.
I don't think it is though. I think it's a boxer. Unless my eyes are deceiving me.
Yeah. First time I saw it, I thought, oh, it's a old English with a haircut.
It could be for. Oh, there you go. You were right.
Yeah.
Oh, who was right? You just said yes. It must
That's
be you
it.
because no way I'm right. I'm never right when it comes to dogs.
Oh, I know old English sheep.
Unless it's a Friday and a Saturday night back in the day.
As you can see, I've got one in the background or the foreground or where the hell ever he wants to be because he's bigger than me.
I love it. I mean, you've got a massive game on Wednesday night. A huge game at home to Liverpool.
Fancy us to win that one. Liverpool are pants in defence in the second half. So
They are.
So Bosley's not playing for them. He's banned.
No, he's suspended. That was crazy, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah.
What do you do? I mean, he committed the foul by pulling Haaland back. Haaland then committed a foul by pulling him back.
And the ball ends up in the net.
And the ball ended up in the net. The referee should have just allowed the bloody goal, I think. And then
I think so. And just got on with it. Yeah, give them both a yellow card or something like that. Say, don't do that again. I mean, Sabozet was never catching it, was he? When Haaland pulled him back.
I don't know if he hadn't been pulled back, he might have got back to it, but he wouldn't have, unless he'd pulled Haaland back, he wasn't going to stop, he wasn't going to catch Haaland either. So, you know, the sending off it makes sense given what it was.
It does.
The only thing is, though, what happens if City won the league on goal difference? Arsenal would have a complaint to make, wouldn't they?
Well, but yeah. I mean, Arsenal win it by 1 goal as well, though. After what?
Yeah,
you know, you could ask that question both ways, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
Now, Lewis, with Borough, I class it as like a semi-derby. It's not like a full-on, you know.
I think for Sunderland, it is a derby because it's the next club down the road after Hartlepool.
Yeah,
so
it's further for us. That's the thing.
But it is, you know, there's it's got to be 35 mile between you and the Smog Monsters.
Yeah,
there's only 18 mile between Sunderland and the Smoggies. So
yeah,
there's only one northeast derby, isn't there? Really,
there is. There's only one Tyne-Wear derby, or Wear Tyne derby, whichever way you want to play it.
There's only one,
and that's the big game. You know, we don't mind if we lose to Middlesbrough occasionally. We do if we lose to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. It means more, doesn't it? Like you lose to. You back, Cabby?
Yeah.
I just had to put you on mute because you were watching something on your phone. That's all, mate. And we could hear it. Rob, was the rivalry very fierce when you were a lad? Yeah, it was worse, wasn't it, than what it is now?
My dad got beaten up while I was a 6-year-old, and my dad got a good kicking by Newcastle fans outside of Roker Park.
Oh, that's bad. Getting beat on your own turf. Did you lose the match as well?
No, we won the match, funnily enough. Yeah, my dad was like probably best described as a stick. He was about 5'5" and weighed 3 stone 4 when he was wet. Wasn't a big lad, but he got smacked about by a few Newcastle fans.
It's not good, but that's what it was like back in the day,
out of the way. So yeah,
there's no need for that, though, is there?
No,
there's not, and there's always going to be the odd idiot, though. You're never going to get away from it. Oh, hang on, I've got a dog trying to turn round, and he can't get round. Oh, that's better, isn't it?
I'm sure Don said he had something to do with his family coming up. He's in the group that I messaged.
Don's out in Doha.
There you go. I knew he was going somewhere.
In Qatar, he's working, so he's out there for a conference. He was going to take his laptops, and he was going to try and join us for the show tonight because that was his plan. And that's what he said on Saturday when we were talking to him, because he sat in for the Sunderland game on Saturday with Cabbie and myself and Malta.
Dan's going to hit me for saying this, but Dan's gone to the toilet. He's had to leg it to the toilet. There's a good question.
When he comes back, we all say, "We know where you've been." Did you go?
Just ask him if it was a 1-2 or a 3. 70s and 80s, who were the nastiest fans you came across?
Millwall,
yeah, that seems to be the general gist. West Ham, they were quite vicious as well, weren't they?
Yeah, the West Ham firm were a bad bunch, but Millwall were just bloody crazy.
Yeah.
The Millwall brick, how to fold a newspaper up to cause serious harm.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't born in those eras. Well,
yeah.
Following. I mean, football's come a long way since the hooliganism.
It has, thank God.
We've got to keep our worries now, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been about a week. Don't worry, Dan's fine. He's just dropping the bands off.
The band's swimming, eh?
Oh no, because he lives in. Oh yeah, good point. Millwall for me in the 70s, but Leeds weren't exactly sweetheart. Yeah, Leeds were quite naughty as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, why would you do that? I just don't get it, me. Cabby, your thoughts on your game on Wednesday night?
Well, I mean, slab of size missing for Liverpool. That could be a plus, but yet again, we're missing Xhaka.
How long is he out for?
6 weeks, I reckon.
Missing the derby.
No, he'll be back.
Possibly.
He'll be back for that. Don't worry.
Damn it.
That was 6 weeks
good
from when he
news
got
there.
injured 2 weeks ago, so it's only 4
Right.
weeks' time. So he'll be back
Right,
for the
okay.
derby. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll
Drop
take
the lines off.
it anyway. We want no
Have you
excuses.
been, Dan?
We want no
Say again.
Have you been?
I'm great. Thanks. A
What
little
do you
lighter
think,
now.
Buck?
That's what we meant, mate. Have you
Yep.
been?
Yep.
Oh man. Go on, carry on, Cabby. Game on Wednesday. They've got no Szoboszlai.
I think the best we can sort of hope for is a draw. Can't underestimate Liverpool. I've seen a lot of Sunderland fans going, we'll beat these, and not afraid of Liverpool. But I don't think it's going to be that. I think we'll do well to get a point against Liverpool. I'm not going to be too cocky and say we should have beat them at Anfield, but they have got a stronger squad. They're a quality team, whether you like it or not. So I wouldn't complain if I got a point. A draw against Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool at the stadium, can't complain with that if it happens.
Yeah, it'd be a good result. Don't get me wrong. Any result against Liverpool is a good result. I think you've got a very good chance at your ground.
Yeah, I think we'll snake it by a goal. I really do.
Spurs captain, Spurs is out for Romero, or whatever you call him. He's missing for our game.
Yeah, it would be great that he's out because he's the guy who scored both goals against us. Yep, that's what I said to the Spurs guys.
Yeah. Beach balls are banned from the stadium of light as well.
Yeah.
What about dinosaur costumes?
You don't need them now, though, do they? He's at Everton, isn't he?
No, we have to go to the Harry Dickinson or Hill Dickinson, whatever the hell the name of the
David
ground
Dickinson
is.
Stadium.
The David Dickinson Stadium. But a hint of gold about it.
That's a good question.
Yes.
Do we think, Scotty? Do we think that's what it is, or do you think that Michael Carrick has figured out this is what we've got? This is how we need to set up. It's everything that Ruben Amorim was refusing to do.
Personally, I think there's two things to it. I think the players down tools, and I think there's a new manager bounce.
But they're playing the better system, aren't they?
And I do. They are playing a different system, but I do think the players down tools for Amorim.
Yeah, I agree with that. To be fair, I think
the thing is, and that's terrible. I think I do not like players down and tools. It's not right. But they now want a run that they haven't been on for a long, long time. You've got to ask the question why. The change of formations probably helped.
Yeah.
Oh man, Gary, you naughty boy. Somebody else who got lucky in a Newcastle away end, didn't there? So we're not going to go there. How's everybody down the pub?
I'm just talking to Lewis because if it's the Lewis I think it is, then yes, we will see him shortly.
Good. I love it. Right, let's get the
Lewis is why I have this and not the crest. So.
Oh man, honestly, I still can't believe that I once bonked in the away end. I love it. Right, code BARS20 for 20% off using Diacro's website. Amazing stuff, not just Newcastle stuff. They've got a great candle of Arsenal's tears, but unfortunately, there won't be many of them playing in this season, will there? Because they're doing all right. Multi-award winning Sparky, the Geordie Land experience. If you want to learn about Newcastle's history and heritage, he is the man to go to. The tours are sensational. We also have Prince Charming, who do loads of stuff. They frame shirts, they cut keys, they make big banners, but they also sell a ton load of memorabilia. music, movies, loads of football stuff as well. You probably won't see anything to do with Sunderland in there, but you will see a few Man City things and a few other things because it's in Wallsend. And if you saw a Sunderland shirt in Wallsend, you'd get decked.
That's true.
Exactly.
Work at Wallsend.
There you go. And then we have our amazing night on the 27th of Feb in support of Azure and Butterwick Hospice, who are the two charities supported by Gibbo and Graham Bailey. £15 per person to come and see these two legends. Everyone else charges like 30, 35 quid to see these two. We're doing it all for charity, every single penny, and it's only £15 per person. At Newcastle Benfield Football Club, cheap beers. Come and get yourselves a ticket. And all you got to do is scan this QR code. Or if you drop in the description, there's an email address. You can ask for a link to buy the tickets as well. We can't wait to do this. It's just going to be a fun night, basically. I know Malta's turning up. I'm trying to persuade Cabby to come down as well. We know Martin from the City Channel is coming all the way up from Manchester to support us and to be there on the night as well. So it's going to be absolutely tremendous. It really is.
We're going to have a great time.
Exactly. And we do have a live raffle for it where it's £1 a number. There's an Alan Shearer signed street sign. There's a Peter Beardsley signed top. Malta's got me a 4-ball at any golf course in the UK almost, which is an unbelievable prize. Diacro $40 gift card. Geordie Land experience, a family of 4, which is about 65 quid worth of a tour. And the star prize, £20 on Greg's. Because let's face it, we all love a Greg's. It's as simple as that. Jules and Dave will be there too as well. Can't wait to see them two coming up. How old is Super Mac now? He must be kicking on now. Both of them are kicking on. Both in the 70s, I think. 60s.
Was he a good player, Super Mac, in his day then?
Oh, he was unbelievable. Apparently. Superman was even better.
Even I'll say that he was a damn good striker. I think he's the only England forward that scored 5 goals in one game.
2.
What year was his era? His peak? What was his
70s?
70s,
yeah.
So just for you, Rob, Alan Shearer has also done it as well. So it's the only 2 players who both played for Newcastle who scored 5 goals for England in a game.
There you go.
There's another good question.
Wait. For England?
Yeah, for England, scored 5 goals, yeah.
When did Shearer score 5 goals for England?
Oh, God.
In one game.
It was against,
must have been against San Marino or somebody like that.
Yeah, it wasn't a fantastic team, but he's done it. He's also done it in the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
Andy Cole's also done it in the Premier League for Newcastle against Ipswich. Thank you so much, Ethan. That is really, really very, very
Malcolm McDonald is 76 years old, just turned 76.
There you go. And Cyprus, he did it against. I can't remember who Shearer did it against, though. I really
Was
can't.
it Luxembourg? I know he scored a hat-trick against Luxembourg.
Could have been Luxembourg. Could have been terrible.
But Cabby, your question, he played for Newcastle from 71 to 76, 187 appearances, 95 goals.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Well, but then he left us to go to Arsenal, and he made 84 appearances for Arsenal in 3 seasons and scored 42 goals. So 1 goal every other game.
Was he like? Was it what type of player was he? Was he?
He was a number 9.
Was he an all rounder? Was he? Could he score all kinds of goals?
Yeah, he scored 5 goals against Vaz. Shearer scored 5 goals against Sheffield Wednesday, but not for England.
I know he did it in the Premier League. I'm positive he did it for England as well, because there was a big argument about Super Mac doing it for England. I thought Shearer did it for England, did it against a better team. That must be wrong.
He scored 5 goals in a tournament for England. I don't think he scored them in one game.
Just check Big Al's. I've just tried to Google it myself and I can't find it, so I got it wrong. So Super Mac was very quick, left-footed. He would just run through defenders if he had to.
Yeah, but you could nutmeg him anytime you like because he had such bandy legs.
He did, yeah. But he scored headers as well. He was just a proper striker back in the day. And he honestly, the crack that him. Do you never ever listen to the radio like on a Friday night when they had the Three Legends on?
I never listened to it. No, I didn't.
Brilliant! It was one of the best shows. I mean, I used to wash dishes in a Chinese when I was like 17. I used to have the radio on, listening to that on a night time. It was absolutely.
Do you ever listen to Total Sport now with the phone and show between 6 and 8?
Nope. Don't listen to the radio now, but did back then because it was like something, the only way of communication we had. And it was Bernie Slavin, Supermac, and I can't remember who the other one was.
Eric Gates.
Might have been. But it was Bernie Slavin for you lot. And it was just great. Just the chat was fantastic. It was always lively. It was just fun as well. And they used to take the mick out of each other, but no one ever had the upper hand then.
Sounds a bit like Mackems versus Geordies.
It does, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the league table. Unfortunately, it's mind the gap at the moment with 3 points for us. We're down in 12th now. Brentford have just beat us and they're now into 7th. Now they must be thinking, can we get a Champions League spot, being only 4 points behind Chelsea in 5th?
Yeah.
That's how crazy this league is. I can't see us catching Chelsea now 10 points behind. I just think it's too much.
Why do you think it's too much? I mean, I've seen Newcastle when they turn it on. I mean, you went through a period, didn't you? Did you win 4 on the bounce? You've got it in you to do it. It's like that's what I don't understand with Newcastle. It's like they'll go on a good run where they'll win 3 or 4 on the bounce, and then they'll just like gone out the pot. I just can't understand why they go onto that dip in form. It seems to happen quite a lot, doesn't it?
I mean, 10 points is a lot at this stage of the
season. Seem to be able to turn it on this season, though, Cabby. We've waited for it all season. We've waited for that bounce all season, and it just doesn't seem to have miraculously.
Bye, Owen. See you later.
Hasn't happened this year. I know what you mean. We have got the potential and we've got the players to do it, but I think
we're looking at that league table now in your 12th. Would you say you're well below par what you should be expecting from Newcastle, what you have spent and what you have got?
Yes, because I still think we should be in the conversation between 6th, 7th, and 8th at this stage.
Yeah,
I don't think we should be in the top 4, nowhere near it, because of the way the transfer window happened and the way the start of the season happened. I think this whole you've spent 250 million, you should be doing better. Money doesn't just buy you success. It's not as simple as that. It's not. Look at Chelsea. They spent £1 billion and they're not even in a title race this year.
Yeah,
money doesn't buy you success unless it's done correctly, and it's done over a period of time. And you let the players bed in, which is what Eddie Howe is trying to do. He's not trying to overhaul the squad in one summer. He's trying to keep progressing the team forward. And
you've got to fancy yourselves against Spurs, though. I mean, they're pretty dire at home. I mean, you've got to be up for that.
We've got a good record against them, home and away, which Dan will be able to vouch for because he's just been on the Spurs channel and probably heard about all the times we've thrashed them. But I mean, you get 3 points, it puts you to 36. It all depends what Chelsea, Liverpool, and Brentford do again. Because if they win, it's just keeping you at arm's length, isn't it?
Yeah. It's mad how Brentford keep doing what they're doing, though, isn't it? I mean, it wasn't long ago I was watching them lose against Carlisle in the Johnson Paint Trophy final at Wembley. It's just mental. They're just continuously holding their own in that division.
Yeah, I mean Bournemouth as well. 11th, absolutely fantastic.
From nowhere yet again.
Yeah, and they took a risk on buying that Ryan, the Brazilian. He scores his first goal against Villa and they get a point. We were linked to him. Didn't want to take the risk. And that's where these teams do really well. The Brentfords, the Bournemouths, and the Brightons. They take risks on players that you've never heard of and then turn them into 80 to 100 million pound players. And then you get the likes of Chelsea, who were just, Brighton's B team because they just buy all their players.
Yeah.
But they keep churning them out. Everyone thought when Brentford lost Visser and Buemo and was it Damsgaard or which was the one that they lost? The midfielder?
Yeah, Damsgaard.
Damsgaard. We all thought, all right, here we go. This will be the decline of Brentford. And
Can I just say the Man City are actually on 50 points, not 48?
This was the one that we took the other night.
Or was it the other night?
Yeah, this was before. This was before last night's.
Yeah, before last night's games.
Or before the Sunday match. Fair enough.
Yeah. I just couldn't bother to take another screenshot because it didn't change for us, and it's still the same for Liverpool.
What did you think? What did you think of that VAR malarkey with that match?
We covered that. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous. I mean, how can you go back to that one when they both did it? It was sort of 50-50, wasn't it? The balls ended up in the back of the net. You might as well just give the goal and just get on with it, let the game and blow the whistle out. And it's hurt Liverpool more than it's hurt City, though, because like you said, Szoboszlai is now missing because he got the red card.
Yeah.
So technically he's done you a favour and he's done the rest of the league a favour, because Liverpool might struggle a little bit without a recognised or even a second-rated right back as what Szoboszlai is. So I thought Allen scored 5 goals in that game.
I think he did score 5.
He did. It was Aaron Hughes. It was Aaron Hughes first, then Speed, then Shearer with a hat trick. Then we had, if I remember right, it was Dyer, and then Shearer with the other 2.
Yeah. And that was that Bobby Robson's first game, home game in
against Sheffield Wednesday, yeah.
His home debut.
Hey, Baz, there's an amazing headlines here from your favourite newspaper, the Chronicle. Newcastle United new stadium master plan in pipeline amid stunning Olympic Games bid.
Oh yes, yeah.
We're looking at getting the Olympics
the
bid,
wanting to bidding for the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's your council tax going through the roof then, guys.
So there we go. You could have a stadium like West Ham, Olympic Stadium.
Definitely do not want that. That would kill the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Absolutely kill it. Unless they make it for the Olympics and then they then remodel it and change it into a football stadium.
Yeah.
But the Chronicle
to do West Ham's ground at Sunderland, they'd have to have half the stands on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Different postcode.
It would be devastating, that. I just don't touch St James's Park, if that's what they're going to do.
Because, I mean, you could see it happening, couldn't you? If Newcastle got awarded to host the Olympics, because they're saying let's get it up the northeast, they build a massive Olympic stadium, and the council are going to just eat it up on the say, there we are, there's Newcastle, there's your stadium, there we go.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
The thing is, St James's Park, you can't do much more with it. If you go any higher, you'll not have a pitch, for the simple reason the grass just can't grow when it's that dark inside the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can't add another tier on it. You can't expand it outwards because you've got Lasers Terrace.
No, we can only expand on the Gallagher, and that's it.
Yeah. And even then, you can't expand the Gallagher too much, for the simple reason that there's a road behind it, and there's a ruddy massive railway station underneath it.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I mean, I just think we're going to be destined to stay there for a while, but I do not want to see an Olympic stadium as our new football stadium. That would just that'd kill everything. Look at West Ham; they hate their new stadium.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
It's pie in the sky. There's absolutely no way in God's earth that Newcastle, because it's not awarded to an area; it's awarded to a city. It's either going to be the Newcastle Olympics or the Sunderland Olympics or the Durham Olympics. Sorry, that just doesn't hold water.
Not been a nice 90,000 seat stadium though. I mean,
not if it's a bowl and it's got a running track around it, and you can't be nowhere near the ground, like the pitch. You need to be on. You need to be with the players almost, like we are now at St James's Park. I would hate to see that. You'd lose the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think you would.
Yeah, I don't think we'll expand St James's Park. I think it's too difficult to do it. There are loads of architects that have got involved and says it is possible to do it. I just don't think it'll happen.
It would be cheaper. It would be cheaper and more sensible to build a new ground up on the Tyne-Wear or something like that for Newcastle.
I think that's your best stop. I think that's your next option if you want to expand and get an 80,000 seat stadium. As much as the sentimental and look, I'm all for keeping we original grounds and stuff. I hated it when Roker Park went and it's flattened. But that might be just your only option to start afresh.
Well, it is. I mean, loads of clubs, York City, for example, have done it because they were built right in the middle of an industrial estate. So you like loads of houses around it, and they've moved it out and built it into a rugby and football
You'd
stadium.
have to call it a different name, though, wouldn't you? Because if it's like not in St James's Park, or would just
it'll. Well, it could be St James's Park the second, can't it?
Well, we can call it the Town-Moor. You know?
Yeah. Call it the Hopping Stadium. That was it. The Hopping Stadium.
The Hopping Stadium. There we go.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it was built at the Town-Moor and they built the Town-Moor metro station for a certain fan?
Yeah.
That would be absolutely hilarious. Oh man, God, no thanks.
Let's go to the Hoppins and get a later score. I think it's got a ring to it, to be honest with you.
No thanks.
Well, Burnley plays it. Burnley plays it Turf more, right? We could play it Town more. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Lewis has said, build it in the park behind the ground. You can't because that's public land. It doesn't belong to the council. It doesn't belong to Newcastle. It belongs to the people of Newcastle.
Was that Leazes Park?
Leazes Park is public ground.
I thought Leazes Park was actually council owned.
There's rumours of going on these, isn't there?
I think it
was
is
meant to be grade one listed,
common,
wasn't it?
It's common land, Leazes Park. It might be managed by the council, but I think it's like common land. It's like the Tyne-Wear is common land. You'd need permission off the Lord Mayor of Newcastle or the older men in Newcastle to build something on there. And Leazes Park is a listed.
It was grade one
as well.
Didn't it get downgraded because they found rats in it or something?
For its disrepair. Yeah.
No, Isaac's gone, Baz. He's gone.
Leazes Terrace was downgraded to grade 2 from grade 1.
Yeah.
But Leazes Park itself that's like protected land. So building on that is a no-no, I think.
See, apparently they think they found a way of doing it. Because Leazes Park is meant to be the destination.
Yeah.
Well, the big thing there is, and I trying to remember who did an expose on it. They would have to completely fill in the lake because the amount of square footage or the amount of property that would be involved. Everybody's trying to squeeze it in between Barrack Road and the lake, and it won't fit there. It's the size of the concourses that they want to put in, that kind of thing. They would have to fill in the lake. And I don't know. My thought would be if they were to do that, if they were to build on Leazes Park, that St. James's Park would then become the green space in the center of city.
That's what I've said loads of times. All you do is you move the stadium to the park. You move the park to where the stadium is, and then everyone's a winner.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah,
and I'm sure the Saudis can build a grade 1 listed park probably better than what anyone can build.
and the people that live in the west side, the student accommodations on the west side of Leazes Terrace will have all the sunlight they want.
Yeah, exactly. I've been saying that for years.
Yep.
Just move the park to the stadium to the park. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Job done. Get on with it. Don't know why they're waiting.
They still have to build a gallows at the Gallagate simply to keep up history.
Yeah, true.
What about expanding the Stadium of Light to 80,000, sharing it with us? That'd be canny, wouldn't it, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, should we go back to the 60s, 70s, and 80s and see all the fights outside it? That's what will happen.
Yeah,
that would only happen if there was a rail that you could tie your horse to.
Well, there was talk a few years back about a big stadium being built at Washington, which would have which would have been used by both clubs.
Mhm.
And the only objection was from the police, and that was to the league to say you would not be able to schedule Sunderland and Newcastle to play at home on the same day. They'd have to have alternate weeks. But that was a long, long time back.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's like AC Milan, Inter Milan, isn't it? Sharing a stadium.
Yeah.
I think to be personally honest with you, I think if we did that, I think it would downgrade the rivalry a little bit as well.
Yeah.
It would. But then again, you'd probably get a lot of Newcastle fans would turn up for Sunderland games and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do that anyway to have a laugh, didn't we?
Yeah,
you did it to us as well back in the day. We have a laugh.
We did
when we were doing really bad.
Yeah.
So, but no, I don't like that idea. I really don't. Can you imagine all the YouTubers outside the ground trying to fight each other? That would be. I suppose that'd be worth the admission fee alone. Yeah. Oh God. Right. God, it's been a great show. I love talking rubbish at times. It's so good.
Robin, what's the update on? Are we going to be able to see you up north anytime soon?
Still haven't exchanged contracts just
Got it.
yet.
Okay.
I've been told it would either be today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, but Wednesday at the latest. And our moving date will be the 25th of February.
Got it.
So that'll be a God knows how long drive from Devon to Sunderland, and then the furniture arrives the following day. So
and then he comes to the pub.
There you go.
If the Ayatollah Susan will let me out. I've got a feeling I'll be chained to boxes. She's already said once we get moved into the new house, I'll have to start doing my share of the housework, like all of it. I'm retired and she works. So
just put the song "Getting Started" by Sam Fender on the radio the whole way up from Devon to Newcastle. She'll get the idea.
Couldn't do that.
I think you'd rather have crocodile shoes, Jimmy Neal, wouldn't you, Rob?
I would. Yeah.
I woke. No. Gaza fog on the Tyne.
There you go. There you go.
Classic.
That's
right, guys.
That's a weather-related song.
Exactly. Perfect for you.
Seen it many times from Newgate House.
Yeah. I bet they played it on your retirement do as well, didn't they?
Right. They didn't, because I refused to attend.
Fair enough. Right, that's the end of Geordies v Mackems. Next Monday will be Mackems v Geordies over on Mackem Cabbies channel. Link is in the top of the description. Now, I know we don't like each other as football fans and that, but just, go over and subscribe to his channel, because if you want to see the next side of the coin of how we do things on his side of things, that's the only way to do it. So go and sign up, guys, and subscribe to the channel, because it's a good laugh. Really enjoyed it. Last words from Cabby.
Yeah, enjoy the show. Hopefully we can just go from strength to strength and get more viewers coming in, keep it a regular occurrence. I'm sure we can. I'll be plugging it as much as I can, but I've enjoyed it as always. Like you, Baz, I enjoy talking a lot of crap. Married 14 years. I'm good at it now. So,
Dan, when are we on next? I don't even know. Thursday, maybe.
Shoot. Yeah, maybe Thursday. Yeah.
Or maybe
what
Wednesday.
Are you working till?
Not back till Thursday day, so we might do Wednesday.
We could do Wednesday,
I think. Yeah, so Wednesday night, catch us then. Cabby, you'll be on Wednesday night doing a live watch along for your channel.
Yes, I'll be doing the live watch along. I can't even know what time the kickoff is, but I usually go on half an hour beforehand for a bit banter on and stuff. Yep.
2015 kickoff on Wednesday, Cabby.
2015 kickoff.
Yeah, you're the late kickoff. The other games kick off at 7:30, so you can watch the first half of another game, and then you can watch the full 90 minutes of your game. Blame TNT. Right. Thanks to Scotty, thanks to Mackem Cabby, thanks to Rob, thanks to Van Dan as always. We will see you on Wednesday for a review show. Hopefully we'll get 3 points against Spurs, but let's face it, the way we're playing at the moment, let's just hope we put in a decent performance and see what happens. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers all.
Away the lads.